I've had enough. I've had enough with the apprehension, with the overthinking, with the procrastination, with the anxiety. I've had enough being worried prior to doing something to find out it's okay. What? Why? I'm just adding an extra layer of worrying for no reason. Sometimes I worry once, sometimes I worry twice. Why? I have this procrastination where I just get stuck on things and I need to do something, but in my head I've blown it up to be more significant than it is in real life. And then it takes me weeks and don't want to say that I'm like fretting about it, but it's bothering me for some reason. And then I do it and it's no big deal. And the stupidity of that is that it can scale up and down between big deals and small deals. I run my own business, not important, but sometimes I check my inbox and there'll be 22 emails and I keep it as close to zero as possible. And I'm there like, 22, what could all these people need? But when you break it down, if somebody said, John, go on there and reply to one email, I'd be like, okay, that's going to take me 10 seconds. Right, okay, pick the first one. And then if somebody said, right, reply to one more, I'd be like, right, okay, I'll do one more. And you'd reply to one more. Break it down to its component parts. Don't look at it as a big, giant task. Replying to one person's email is easy. You just got to do that 22 times. But I build things up to where it's overwhelming and it's concerning. That's part of the reason for the mustache. I've always liked a bit of a stubbly beard. And I finally decided, no, I'm going to have a mustache. Why? Because I want a mustache. And do you know how many people have mentioned my mustache? Zero. Nobody. Nobody even notices, and if they do, they don't care. That's it. And I know this because a friend of mine once shaved all his hair off and took me by surprise, and he walked around the corner and I was like, Joe, you've got no hair. And then 20 minutes later, I realised I'm like, wow, Joe's got no hair, but I can't really remember what Joe's hair looked like before. Nobody cares. Nobody cares what you do or who you are or what you're doing. Don't get me wrong, the people in your universe care, probably more than you think, but only about your wellness and well-being. Nobody surrounding you is secretly mocking you. That used to be a thing for me. I'd sort of be in my head like, I can't wear those pants to go to the shop. They've got a hole in. Nobody cares. And I've decided that that's it. I've had enough. I've been sat looking at a camera that's been in the off position for 20 minutes, if not half an hour, just thinking about, what am I even going to say? Is anybody going to listen? Is this going to be worthwhile? Is this going to help anyone? If this video helps one person just wake up tomorrow and go, wow, I have been overthinking things. It really doesn't matter. You know, how many people lay on their deathbed and that's it? They're like, right, I'm hours away from checking out. And they think, if only I'd dressed a little bit nicer, other people's opinions would have been 5% higher of me. Nobody cares. Seriously, no one's ever said that. People do look back and say, wow, I care too much and I wish I didn't give a shit about anything. Because, we all get caught up on things that don't matter. And sometimes you can help it and sometimes you can't. I get it. But your ability to care about things can be trained. You are not stuck. You are not like a rock. You do not exist in the form that you are in. You are dynamic. You can do whatever you want. It might not take 2 weeks. It might not take 2 months. This could be a 2-year process. But in 2027, when you look at yourself and think, wow, I don't care what they think. I'm going to grow a mustache. You'll look back and be like, I'm so glad I started the process when I did. The best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago. The second best time is right now. And it's hard. It is hard to suddenly change your mindset. There's not just a switch. You don't go in there and flick a switch and go, right, I've turned the care off. I've taken the fuse out for caring about what other people think. But nobody cares. Just take a look at yourself. Like, look around at others. It makes me laugh when my wife sometimes will ask what to wear for a night out because she wore this and that last time. And I'm like, I have no idea what I wore or anyone wore or anyone at all. I just went and controlled the bit I can control, and that's me. You know, I filmed a little clip in an airport the other day, trying again just to break out of that comfort zone. And you realise that everybody around you is just walking, looking at their own passport and their own boarding pass, thinking, when's my flight due? Where's my gate? I'm hungry. Nobody's interested. Somebody probably walked past and looked and went, that's a guy with a camera. That's it. Other people are like dogs. They're like animals. And if you walked into a room and all the animals turned and looked at you, you could be naked and there'd be no reason to be embarrassed because they're just looking at you. Like they're only one step away from furniture, which means humans are only 2 steps away from furniture. I don't subscribe to the other people are NPCs logic. I think it's daft. I think it makes no sense and it's on par with flat earth. But at the same time, if you treat strangers just pleasantly as you're both working on your own missions, you've got your own quests, you've got your own paths. All you do is happen to bump into each other on the same mission. And nobody else cares. So I hope this has helped at least one person. And I've had to tell myself to make this video, John, just do it. And you don't really get very far living in your comfort zone. I think we all know that. You've got to be in discomfort to grow and to be better and to be different. Nothing changes unless you change things. So hopefully this is just 10 minutes that really helps at least one person. And like and subscribe if you want, and if you don't, I don't care.